Okay.
I think it was something really just normal, like he was skating or biking. I want to say it was something like that.
Well, yeah, he had that rollerblading accident when he was, man, that was crazy.
Totally.
That was crazy. He, they pulled us all into his office, and
They pulled the entire class?
no, just the boys, to tell us that he had gotten in a rollerblading accident and only had one testicle now.
Why would they feel the need
That's why I'm saying parochial schooling is not without its drawbacks. Because it was none of our business, but no, yeah, and yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe the parents decided. Anyways,
How long are you gonna be? Just
literally like 30 seconds if you just close the door. Yeah. Looks like it's just you and me. So this is the third part in a series of videos that I've been rolling out with Frankie on PC in 1080p. It was about an hour-long conversation, and it sort of drifted from one topic to the next. This video, we talked a lot about trolls and how to respond to that, or our philosophy with how to deal with people who kind of make it a point to make rude comments. And then in the next video that I'm going to post either later today or tomorrow, we actually talk about Crisis 3. So if you guys are more here for that part, then just check back tomorrow. And then today is more... I really enjoyed, actually, when I was editing this, I really enjoyed the conversation because I like hearing myself talk, if I'm going to be honest. But one thing that I have been trying to do is not cut people off so much. And I do have kind of a big personality, so I like to talk a lot and I get really excited. But I can assure you that that was like a really fun conversation, and I don't think he minded all that much that I was interrupting him. Enjoy the video.
The long run, but there should be like a base level of respect you have for everybody, and if something makes you happy, like obviously trolling makes some people happy. I don't even understand that, but supposedly they must do it because it does to some extent. But they don't have that base level of respect, and I think if somebody's disrespectful, then you shouldn't care at all about their opinion. So, like, trolls matter nothing to me whatsoever.
Well, now you've got me thinking, friend. Now you've got me thinking. That's how I fall short in your. And I'm not saying this to be awkward or anything. I mean, like, I agree with that philosophy, and at the same time, humbly admit that I was not made for that. Because I am bothered by what people say, like every day, and I think there's a way to, I think that there's a way to be tactful about it, because there are certainly like a lot of kids, and there's something to be said for not picking on a stupid adult too. But seriously, they're on the same level as a child at that point, and
that's a good thought. That one. That's a good thought.
and I fail constantly when it comes to parsing through which people are challenging in a way that warrants.
I think that you should take the things that are constructive. Like, I always think I'd rather have one subscriber who puts something constructive in the comments to it, like views, and writes something constructive, than 100 who just watch the video. I think that person is way more better than people who don't.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's the way that you build your channel as well, because you know what people want.
Well, I think I've been having fun with it lately, actually. Like the last couple days, I've been really, I've kind of taken your stance, the kind of honey badger stance of like not shit. And
that's what we always call it. That's what, we definitely.
Yeah, do you know that I've actually like in my life, I've actually like me and Liz, when we talk to each other, we explain things through honey badger. I've kind of like I've kind of modeled that my life after that entire YouTube video, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So like I'll remind myself, like, okay, be a honey badger, be a honey badger. But a wise honey badger knows when to care about things and when not. But you'll never know, because a honey badger is not going to tell you all of his pearls of wisdom.
It's kind of like, you kind of learn it, I think, when you're on YouTube, but there is a sort of test you can do, and that's if you read out a comment. Well, this is what I do. Like, you read out a comment and pretend it's coming from somebody you were talking sort of face to face with, and if it was something that they would say and it would appear disrespectful to you, if it were face to face, and it's probably disrespectful. Like, that's kind of how I go through them and judge.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to judge too, because sometimes someone will send you a tweet that's like maybe 6 words long. And it's properly constructed, so one could assume that it was like an adult. And so I'll have experience where someone will write like a 6-word indictment of my character, like you are not that smart. That would be 5 words.
Yeah.
Get the point. Like I'll sometimes write out these like elaborate paragraph-long responses to these silly little comments, and then they'll write back something
You're a cock.
that makes their age very apparent, and then I feel like a total idiot because I spent all that time trying to write like a reasonable, sometimes like arrogant. Sometimes I'll let that energy kind of like channel through me, and I'll just be like, "Fuck it, man, embrace the dark side." But sometimes like I've made such a fool of myself over and over again, and I used to feel more shame about it. I think like a year or two ago, I used to sometimes I would have moments like that and then ponder it for like 5 hours, like who am I, like what the fuck, but now I'll kind of, that happens now, I really just laugh at it. I'm just like, oh wow,
it's just a waste of time as well. Like if somebody writes something trollish, it's not worth the time. Even concise trolls. The good concise trolls, where you don't have to read like a freaking book to actually get the point of their
concise trolls
troll.
I actually like because they make me laugh. Like they make me laugh, and if you can make me laugh, I will forgive you any insult. As long as you can make me laugh, you can say whatever you want about me, and I will not care. I will be grateful that you made a joke that brought laughter into my life. But if it's not funny, then I'd get pissed off. I'm just like, at least spend time on your craft, man. Come on.
That's it. If you're going to be a troll, be a good troll. It's not just about putting a little thumbnail on your YouTube account that's got a troll face on it. You've got to put effort into these things.
I feel like I'm a certain caliber of YouTuber, and I deserve a certain caliber of troll, and if you're not going to live up to that standard, then you're just disappointing me.
Yeah, that's what it is. I guess we ought to talk about Crisis 3, dude. Like, general thoughts on it now, because this is going to be like a Crisis 3 video. We may have to edit up this commentary, because
Don't do concise well, man. I don't. I do not do concise well in any capacity of my life, but I'd love to talk about Crisis 3.
Yeah. So, I know you like the game probably just as much as I like it on console, as much as I like it on PC. What do you think's wrong with it at the moment? If there's anything wrong with it, because it's one of the most.
There's anything that's wrong with Crisis 3 right now? You know, the fact that I haven't even thought of that question is pretty telling how much I'm enjoying the game, because there's nothing that's really stood out to me. Like, in fact, I'm shitting on people. Like, and I'm not even that good at the game, but I think what's happening is there are so many new players in the beta right now, and because energy management